Hi guys! Today I have a card process video. So we're starting off just using my ATG gun to glue down the card mat to the card base. And I was having a tiny bit of trouble with the ATG gun, which you briefly saw there. And now I'm cutting off the excess, and this card is about 6 inches by 5 3/4. So now here I'm showing I used these two distressings for the sky, and that was Tumbled Glass and Broken China distressing. This paper is from this paper pad. It's retired. It's the Pink Paislee Hometown Summer paper pad, and I will write all those names down below in case you didn't catch it. And here I did the ground. And for that, I'm just drawing these lines so I can remember where I want the paper to be. And I'm using my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive to glue that down since I was having some trouble with my ATG gun. Then here I just cut out these little logs and I drew some rings on it, and I used that My Mind's Eye Wood Necessities paper pad. It has lots of different wood patterns. So I just used that to make my own little homemade logs for my card. And I just put those off to the side for now. To make the ground, I used the distressing peeled paint and pine needles, which again you briefly saw there. And here I'm just adding some Scotch Quick Dry to glue that down there. And now I'm just, before I press it down all the way, I wanted to add those logs there in the river. And here's the top portion, which I'm going to use that Scotch Quick Dry to glue down as well. And again, I don't want to press it down too hard yet because I want to put my log in there. So there, I just placed it in there and crossed it with the other one. And now I have these trees which I cut out of the Cricut Campin Critters cartridge, and I'll show that in a little bit. I'll show the cartridge. So again, just adding that Scotch Quick Dry, and I cut out smaller trees to put in the background just so it gives you the illusion of like some depth and dimension. So those on the back are just smaller, and I used distressings to color them in. For those smaller ones, I used the peeled paint distressing on the top, and for the trunk and the branches, I just used a brown marker to color it in. And for these bigger trees, I used the Mowed lawn distressing to color the top in, because I don't have the perfect color that I'm looking for cardstock a lot of times, so I just use my distressings to color my cutouts in. And there you see all the trees, and I put a little too much glue, so I just wiped it off. And in the back, I had forgotten that some of it would be sticking out, and I put glue up there as well. So now I just wiped it off so it wouldn't stick to everything. Here is the Beaver, and I cut that out of the Campin Critters cartridge as well. And here I'm showing the booklet to you. And again, I just cut that all out of white, and I used my distressings to color it in, and I added a little bit of detailing to his tail and the log. Here are just some stickers that I pulled out from my stash. I went into my camping summer stickers and just rifled through them and took out a few that I thought might work for this card. So here, this is, I think it's a Forever in Time sticker sheet. And I thought it would be cool to put those trees back there, so it looks like there's some mountains, but that Scotch Quick Dry, it glues down really good, and I could not lift up those trees. So I had to put it off to the side, and I was able to lift it up a little bit so I can tuck that tree back there. And here I put the other side on the other side of the card. And there I'm just cutting off the excess of that. Now, I'm looking through my stickers to see what'll work for this card. And I put down this sign, and I struggled with this sign. I wasn't sure if I wanted it there, if I didn't. For now, you'll see that I put this smaller sign there, and in a little bit you'll see how I change it. But here's the beaver. And again, here's some more stickers. This is a Sticko sticker sheet. I decided to use that tent from there. I thought it was the perfect size to put there. And here's some fish, and I wasn't able to find the right size of fish to put in the river. They were just either too big or too cartoony, so you'll see how I figure that out in a bit as well. So here I put a bigger sign, and at the end you'll see that I took that off because it covered up those logs and I just thought it looked too busy. So at the end you'll see that on the final card, that I just take that sign off. And here I found the fishes that were perfect for this card, and this is the Doodlebug Happy Camper paper pad, and they were the perfect size and they were just perfect for this, so I fussy cut out 4 of them, and I did that off camera so you don't have to suffer going through that. And I just used my Zig 2-way pen to glue those down. And there you have them. So now I can finally glue down my beaver, since I'm sure I'm not going to put any more fishes in there. And I'm using that Scotch Quick Dry glue again and pressing it down. Now here I was thinking about putting that bear there, but it was just did not look right because the bear looks fairly realistic and it just didn't go along with the more cartoon type feel of this card. So I didn't put that there. These flowers are from the Doodlebug Happy Camper sticker sheet, which you don't really see on camera, but it's there. And then I found this little squirrel sticker sheet from which I had gotten at Target, and I just put that little squirrel on one of the trees, and I put a few acorns at the bottom. Now I wanted to put a few little flowers in the background, so I used these tiny flowers which are from the Dollar Tree, and I just put a few in the background so it wouldn't look so empty. And those worked out well because they're just the perfect size. They're really tiny little flowers. Now I put this sheet in here, and that's from the Doodlebug Happy Camper paper pad as well, and I just took out the same Happy Camper stickers just to match with the front of the card. And I had this extra tree that I had cut out and colored in, so I decided to put it in the inside. And again, I put a little bit too much glue, so I just let it dry. I thought it would be fine. And I put some stickers in the inside. So I put the moose and the deer, and I also put some little birds. And then I put the stickles on the river, and that way it looks like the water is moving with the current. And that is my card. So at the end you'll see I took off that sign. Like I said, it's just way too busy, and it was covering up the logs in the water. And there I wrote busy as a beaver on the inside, so it would go along with the front of the card. So that is my card, and here's my final card. Thanks for watching. Bye!